Once upon a time, on a bright and bustling farm, lived a little hen named Pip. Pip was a sweet hen with fluffy brown feathers and a curious little beak. But Pip had a very big, very peculiar dream. She didn't want to lay eggs or peck at corn like the other hens. No, Pip wanted to be a rooster. Every morning, she would watch Rocky, the magnificent rooster, puff out his chest, stretch his neck, and let out a mighty cock-a-doodle-doo that woke up the entire farm. The sun seemed to rise just for him. Pip thought being a rooster was the most important job in the world. And she wanted that job more than anything. So, one morning, before the sun had even peeked over the hills, Pip decided it was time. She climbed onto the highest fence post she could find, took a deep breath, puffed out her tiny chest, and let out her very best rooster crow. But it didn't sound like Rocky's, not at all. It was a funny, squeaky, cock-dasher-dash-squeak-dasher-dash-moo. The sound was so strange that Daisy the cow, who was peacefully chewing her cud, jumped up in surprise and mooed loudly. Barnaby the sheep, nestled in the soft grass, bleated in confusion, "Baa." What was that? And the ducks down by the pond, who were just waking up for their morning swim, all quacked at once, creating a symphony of confused animal noises. The whole farm was awake, but not because of a rooster's crow. It was because of Pip's squeaky call. Pip felt her cheeks turn red under her feathers. She hopped down from the fence, a little embarrassed, but not defeated. Practice makes perfect, she clucked to herself. I just need to practice my rooster walk. She watched Rocky strut around the barnyard, his head held high, his long tail feathers swishing behind him like a royal cape. He walked with such confidence. Pip tried to copy him. She stuck her chest out, lifted her knees high, and tried to strut, but her little legs weren't as long as Rocky's, and she wobbled from side to side like a little bowling pin. The other animals watched, giggling softly, not to be mean, but because Pip looked so very silly. Wobble, wobble, strut, wobble. Pip was so focused on her rooster walk that she didn't see the big pile of hay right in front of her. Whoops! She tumbled head over heels and landed right in the middle of it, with only her little legs sticking out, wiggling in the air. Daisy the cow let out a gentle moot chuckle. Barnaby the sheep bared with laughter, his woolly body shaking. The ducks flapped their wings and quacked with glee. Pip wriggled herself out of the hay. Covered from head to toe in straw, she looked like a fuzzy scarecrow, despite the giggles. Her friends were always there to cheer her on. "You're getting there, Pip," mooed Daisy, trying to hide her smile behind a mouthful of grass. "That was a very unique landing," bleated Barnaby. Pip's next mission was to learn how to flap her wings like a rooster. Rocky would often flap his powerful wings with a loud thump-thump-thump sound that said, "I am in charge here." Pip climbed onto a hay bale, stretched her small wings as wide as they could go, and flapped with all her might. Flap, 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 but instead of a mighty thump, her wings made a soft poof, poof. Poof sound. She flapped so hard that she lost her balance and did a little somersault, landing softly on the ground with a gentle poof. This time, even the pigs in their pen peeked over the fence and oinked with amusement. Pip sighed. Being a rooster was much harder than it looked. She felt a little discouraged. Her crows were squeaky, her walk was wobbly, and her wing flaps were just poofy. Just then, a shadow fell over her. It was Rocky the rooster. He wasn't laughing. He looked at Pip with kind, understanding eyes. "Pip," he said in his deep, calm voice, "I've been watching you. Why do you want to be a rooster so badly?" Pip looked down at her feet. "Because you're so important, Rocky. You wake up the sun. You're strong and loud and everyone looks up to you. I want to be special like that too." Rocky tilted his head. Waking up the sun is a big job, he crowed softly. But do you know what Daisy the cow does? She gives us delicious milk for our breakfast. And do you know what Barnaby the sheep does? He gives us warm wool for cozy blankets. And the ducks. They eat all the pesky bugs by the pond. Everyone here has a special job, Pip. Including you. He continued, you think my crow is special, but have you ever seen the beautiful, perfect eggs the other hens lay? Each one is a little miracle. That's their special talent. You don't have to crow like me to be important. Pip listened carefully. She had been so busy trying to be a rooster that she hadn't thought about what made a hen so special. Rocky looked at her kindly and said, true strength isn't about being the loudest or the strongest. It's about being the best version of yourself. Your squeaky crow made everyone laugh this morning. You bring joy to the farm, Pip. That's a very special talent. Pip looked around. Daisy was smiling at her. Barnaby gave her a supportive bow. The ducks quacked a friendly hello. She realized Rocky was right. She wasn't a rooster, and that was okay. She was Pip, the hen who made everyone laugh, the hen with fluffy brown feathers and a kind heart. The next morning, Pip didn't try to climb the fence post. Instead, she went to the henhouse, found a cozy nest, and focused. A little while later, she had laid her very first egg. It was small and perfectly brown, and Pip had never felt so proud in her entire life. It was her own special miracle. From that day on, Pip didn't try to be a rooster anymore. She was happy being a hen. She still had a funny, wobbly walk that made the other animals smile, and sometimes, just for fun, she'd let out a little cock-dasher-dash-squeak-dasher-dash-moo to make everyone giggle. She had found her own way to shine, so remember, you don't have to be someone else to shine. You are special just the way you are. If you enjoyed this funny 10-minute story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell for more amazing stories. Thanks for watching.